Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make the perfect Jamaican cake. This is a cake which they use for different season and reason, but I'm just making it because I love baking, like cake, I like food. I'm a chef by profession. So sit back, relax, to enjoy the video. Here I have some cherries. We have some mixed peel there. Here I have my sugar. Feel free to use the sugar you want. Most people use dark sugar, so it doesn't really matter if you know what you're doing. Here we have some mixed peel there. Here I have my flour sieve. I'll be using salted butter. Here I'm going to use some black caramel. Here I have some mixed spice, nutmeg, allspice, vanilla. We have rose water there. We have almond there, baking powder. I'm going to use a little bit of salt. What I'm going to do here, I'm just going to put my fruits, my dry fruits, in this. All that personal preference. If you have a blender, feel free to use a blender. I'm going to add our cherry in. For this, I'm going to use my stick blender. I'll be adding some wine and some rum to this. For those of you who are religious, just let you know, when you cook and bake with alcohol, you only leave with the flavor, just to make that clear. I'm using my stick blender for this. So for those of you who want it a little bit rougher, just don't, if you want bits in it, all you have to do, don't blitz it too much. So this is all ready and reach a consistency that I would love my cake. So with the sugar, I'm going to put some lemon zest over this. And this lemon zest is to help counteract the rawness from the egg. Very important. So at this point, I'm going to put my sugar in the bowl. Next, we're going to add the butter. Rule of thumb, make sure you soften up the butter a bit or leave it out room temperature before you use it. Much easier. For this, you'll need a paddle on your mixer. Make sure when you start on low speed. So once you see your butter start to look like this, we're going to start add our egg just to soften it up a little bit. So we're going to add the egg one by one. But this particular cake, you don't have to nourish it in that way. We'll keep adding our egg one by one. At this point, I'm just going to raise the puddle, give it a bit of scrape. Don't worry if, sometimes it look a little bit cradle. Don't worry about that. At this point, we're going to add some vanilla to this. I'm going to add a spoon of almond essence in that. Next up, I'm adding about 2 spoons of rose water, which is one of my favorite. We're going to give him a bit of mix again. In here, I have some black treacle, about a spoon of black treacle I'm adding to this. You don't have to put it in. It's personal preference, a part of my recipe, which is a world-class recipe. I'll be adding to this half a decibel or deciliter of homemade browning. We're going to mix this out now. Now we're going to add our mixed fruits in. Then we're going to mix this out. For a bit of contrast, I'm adding teaspoon salt. And inside here, we have some mixed spice. I'll be adding just a teaspoon baking powder. So with this, I'm just gonna mix them in. Now, if you want your cake a little bit more soft in certain way, I want mine a bit dense, you can go ahead and put more baking powder, but I don't want mine too dry. What I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna add the flour bit by bit. We're not gonna put everything in, just put it on number one. So now I'm just scraping this down and just give it a bit of stir. So this is what the final product look like. So we're just gonna pour them out in our desired cake pan. So this one is a 12-inch deep pan, like very good quality baking tin. This is one you can use for a wedding cake or a special cake. So it's hold a bit. This one is a 4-inch height of it. So the rest I'm gonna put it in this one. What I'm gonna